What's up guys, it's your boy Bropedia here, back at it again with a new Pokemon Showdown video. So last time we actually did not spin the wheel, so yeah. Let's just see what legendary we can land on. And the winner of this will be... ooh, an actual good one, Miraidon. Alright. Okay, so let's cook a team with Miraidon now. Alright, so here we have a team. Well, this is a first draft of a said team. So let's start with a Miraidon, the star of the team, with choice specs and Volt Switch, Dazzling Gleam, not Electric Terrain, but it was supposed to be Electro Drift. Its signature move, and Draco Meteor. Standard set, with the choice specs. And then we have a Covert Cloak Whimsicott with Tailwind and Taunt, basic moves, and Moonblast and Energy Ball. So why Moonblast and Energy Ball is because I need to be able to strike attacks on opposing Pokemon without having the fear of Whimsicott just, dying. It needs to be a rather potent support and possible special sweeper as well. Because, for example, this Pokemon, the Farigiraf here, does nothing but support the team with Trick Room, Imprison, Trick Room and Protect, and Imprison. So what Imprison does, the enemies cannot use the same moves which are on the same moveset as Farigiraf, meaning that they can't Trick Room and Protect if Imprison is active until Farigiraf dies. And Dazzling Gleam for coverage, with Terra Fairy of course, and Armor Tail to prevent any priority moves from firing off on the opposing side of the team. And it has the Citrus Berry. So why Citrus? Is because I need the maximum amount of longevity on my Pokemon. Next I have Iron Hands, which works really well with Quark Drive from the Miraidon, and is also a possible Trick Room counter in case I do not, by accident or meaningfully, I do not bring the Farigiraf to a match. So Iron Hands has the Lumberry to prevent it from falling to sleep or being burnt, but the Terra Fire, in case it needs to Terra to a type that is not weak to Fairy and immune to Will-O-Wisp, with Wild Charge, Drain Punch, Heavy Slam and Protect. I think Drain Punch might be swapped out for close combat though, because I need the maximum amount of damage on from Iron Hands. Next we have Entei, standard set with Sacred Fire, Extreme Speed, Thumping Tantrum and Protect. The Terra is going to be Terra Normal though. Why? Because Entei with Terra Normal is one of the hardest hitting Pokemon ever. And thus I will need the maximum amount of attack possible, and with the safety goggles to not be bothered by Among Us using, for example, Rage Powder or even Spore. Lastly, we have a Swampert. Swampert is a rather controversial pick since it did not have that much of success in the recent gens, but I really need a White Guard Pokemon here. And since it's the only one also, well, not the only one, but it's one of the only ones who is also immune to electric and can benefit from the fact that it's a water type for coverage, so I think I will actually put it in the team. And yeah, that's it. That's basically the team recap. The only thing I need to do here is do this, because Iron Hands need to be at min speed, because if it's not at min speed, it means that if ever a Trick Room is set off, fellow Iron Hands, which are not min speed, might be able to outspeed me in Trick Room. So yeah, that's basically it. And now let's get down to business. Alright, so this guy here, well, he has a very similar team to mine, except that he's using the Chi-Yu, which will give his Miraidon a boost. Plus, he's using this combination, meaning the Tatsugiri and Dondozu. He's going to definitely get an Omni boost, but is very bad for me. So, just as a fair play thing, I'll write good luck, have fun. And I am going to send out first Miraidon. So this is just a battle to test if my strategy works, right? Miraidon followed by... I'm hesitating between Iron Hands and another thing. Entei is definitely coming to the battle, but for the last one, I think I'll go for Whimsicott. Alright. Tatsugiri and Miraidon. Okay, so here my strat is to actually strike out the KO on the Miraidon. He's most likely going to try to... yeah, Terra Fairy, okay? Okay. And Icy Wind. So what's good here is that you can, as you can see here, this was a major misplay on my part, alright? But this doesn't mean that it's a losing play that's going to happen, due to the fact that Whimsicott will switch in and will allow my yeah, Whimsicott switching in is the best case, the best possible scenario. So I do not really care about the Icy Wind here, but I do care about the Iron Hands not dying right now. What? Okay, it did not take that much damage. That's a bit surprising. However, I think Wild Charge will do the trick on the Tatsugiri. Oh yeah, I remember why I did put close combat on him. What? Okay, so it kills. Alright. No way. Okay, this is one of the greatest set of good luck that I've ever experienced in my life. So here, most likely, yeah, most likely both of them. Oh, let's try to strike out the KO here. I know that Tatsugiri is most likely Focus Sash. No winning plays here. My Miraidon is definitely going to die. Yeah. Alright. So that first match was actually a loss due to my carelessness, but it taught me something rather peculiar. So first off, starting with the Iron Hands in a matchup which is not going to be Trick Room is pretty bad. I think Iron Hands is going to be kind of benched on this match, but Whimsicott is not. Okay, so I think here the best possible scenario for me would be to send out Entei and alright, it's not ideal, but if I can cook, we will definitely cook. Alright, so here, first thing first, I'm going to switch out and Tailwind. He's most likely going to Terra his Miraidon here into a fire type. So that I'm not really worried about. Well, in these cases, if Whimsicott was actually a Terra Electric, okay. And he actually volt switched to what? That is a conundrum. Fluttermane, okay. I guess I'm going to Moonblast the Miraidon here. Well, Moonblast is not really an expected move from my boy Whimsicott here. He's most likely going to try to either Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam on my Miraidon, so that's why I'm sending out the Entei here. And Moonblast incoming on the Miraidon is definitely going to be a kill. Icy Wind, alright, that works. Covert Cloak, really powerful item. It just negates the effects of it negates the effect of the secondary effects of moves, and as you can see, it's very beneficial on my Pokemon. So here the best play would be to Sacred Fire, since we're still in the sun set out by Miraidon, and do anything to kill the Fluttermane. I'm actually predicting that he is going to try to save up his Fluttermane, so in this case I will Energy Ball. Thunderclap killed! Okay, boy! Alright. This was unexpected. Rhyperior. So here, I think my best course of action would actually be to do this. And I think he's going to either protect or do anything nefarious to my Miraidon. Thus, I think Energy Ball would be the best play. Okay, protect. Okay, does it kill? Okay, it kills. Alright, so this game is basically a wrap. My guy cannot do anything here, and since Raging Bolt is quite slow, yeah, Miraidon is a damage dishing machine. So that might be last match for today. So let's see what I can cook up with this magnificent beast. So it's really lucky that I got the Miraidon on the roll here. Frankly, I was really fearing for what was about to come in terms of future Pokemon, but yeah, if I got something like, I don't know, Terrapagos, which I do not even understand how his gimmick with Terrastellar works. Like, I know how Terrastellar works normally, but I do not know how it interacts with my guy's moves. Thus, this would have been a pretty big issue. But since we do not have to worry about that for now, it's we Gucci, right? Here I'm going to Volt Switch. He's most likely, oh my god, I did not switch for Terra. Alright. He's most likely going to either try to taunt or Ice Spinner my Whimsicott, which is unfortunately going to die. So yeah, I need the Tailwind here to get going. Oh wow, I did not think that was going to do so much. But oh wow. Here I'm going to actually Moonblast the Tornadus. I don't think he's going to burn his Terra here, but just in case, it costs nothing to... Yeah, it costs nothing to do this, and 205 speed compared to 184 is pretty bad. Okay, Ogabon Cornerstone, protect. So here, most likely my Entei is going to be gravely stricken with an ivy cudgel. So I am really hesitating on doing the Terra normal e-speed. So we already know his team, like Miraidon, Chien-Pao, Tornadus and Ogerpon. So what I'm going to do here is Sacred Fire and Moonblast. Yup, he predicted the Terra. Excellent. He is forced to send out the Tornadus here. Oh wow, he did not even send out the Tornadus, meaning that I can freely go for any speed here and kill his Chien-Pao. And here, here I think best case scenario would be for my Miraidon to die, because if Miraidon can successfully use I forgot the name of the thing. If Miraidon can successfully play decoy for my Whimsicott actually sweeps and ends the game. But if he does Terra, it's going to be a pretty big problem. Well, yeah. Okay, Flame Charge. Ooh, he did get the +1. Okay. Well, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Here I am going to actually Terra Fire here. No, not Terra Fire, sorry. I'm going to use Sacred Fire to ensure the kill on Tornadus. And I'm going to Terra Fire and close combat the Miraidon, because Miraidon will not be able to leave out the Onslaught collision course. Okay, he did predict. Alright. So that is pretty bad for me. If I can get the kill on Miraidon, it's going to be pretty great. So I'm going to actually double target the Miraidon. I don't know if it's going to work. The thing that screwed me the most here is the fact that I did not change the Terra on Whimsicott. So yeah, I think that's most likely GG, except if he threw the game here. But Heavy Slam should kill. Okay, it's not. Yeah, Bleak Wind kills. Okay, so first change that I'm going to do with the team is change out the Terra to put it as Terra Water, as water actually resists both fire and ice, two of the greatest moves, greatest challenges that Whimsicott might face. So that's it for today, guys. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe, and also sorry for the lack of uploads. I've been busy with work recently, and I was actually planning to do a stream with new ROM hack that I had discovered a while ago, but I kept to myself just to be able to keep it for like a special occasion, like for example the 10 subscriber special. Yeah, I know, it's a pretty big milestone for me. So yeah. But YouTube is actually preventing me from streaming for like 24 hours or something like this. Thus, so YouTube is actually sorry, I'm having some complications with YouTube and such, so I cannot stream for now, but we'll see maybe next weekend or something like this. Oh, and also I am also going to have a special upload during the week as a preparation, since there's a competition incoming, a singles competition, This is not my area of expertise, but yeah, I'm among the highest ranking players locally where I live. So I'm going to try to do my best to prepare myself for the competition. And on that note, see you later. Peace.